too, so you might hear some back.
Oh, you're at the gym. Okay. But what's your NFT question?
Oh no general question. I just wanted to learn more about it in general, like because I've been joining random NFT chat rooms, just trying to pick up
Yeah.
like how it's traded and all of that stuff. What platform is it traded on?
Yeah. Okay, so I can answer all those questions. So there are basically two main platforms where all NFTs are traded. That's Ethereum and that's Solana. Ethereum is the ranked number 2 coin. Solana's ranked number it's been jumping up. Let's go see.
Oh yeah, yeah. He showed me that. I see that.
Yeah, so those are the two platforms. So the differences are right now Ethereum has most of the market share because that's where all the headlines are going. That's where you have 6 figures and 7 figures and NFTs. And on Solana, it's catching up because of the technology difference. So Solana is the fastest blockchain out there. And for example, on Ethereum, transactions are a little slow, but it takes a few seconds. But the bigger problem on Ethereum, because they haven't scaled yet, is it costs money to send a transaction, right? For all blockchains, it costs money. So, but the fees on Ethereum get higher when there's more congestion. And not only does it get higher when there's more congestion, if you hit a smart contract, and that smart contract has a lot of complex logic in it, you have to pay gas for every transaction inside that contract. So buying an NFT, minting an NFT, that's more expensive than sending ETH to someone else. So for example, I was buying NFTs this morning or last night, or here just recently, right? So this NFT, it costs 0.05 ETH, but the gas cost me 0.018. That's $71 I paid in a gas fee. And that is actually low. That's pretty low for Ethereum because I paid gas fees that were $380. But the beautiful thing about Solana is that the transaction fees are a fraction of a penny. But still, right now, Ethereum is like people know what Ethereum is, and Ethereum has like is the biggest culture and meme power behind it. And a lot of people are building on Ethereum, so that's why it's more used at the moment. So those are the two platforms. But so an NFT it stands for non-fungible token. And for example, Bitcoin, Ethereum, those are fungible tokens. Meaning, like, if I give you 1 Bitcoin, it's the same as any other Bitcoin. So I could give you a Bitcoin I got recently or Bitcoin I had in the past. It doesn't matter. It's the same Bitcoin. It's the same thing with Ethereum, right? So a non-fungible token means they're unique. So this guy is different than this guy. This piece of art is different than this piece. So they're unique in that way. So like with blockchains, with the invention of Bitcoin, it's the first time in history you're able to have true scarcity in digital format, right? So that's why Bitcoin is set at 21 million that'll ever exist. You can't copy Bitcoins, you can't print them, etc. The same thing with NFTs. These are most of these collections set a mint number around 10,000. So there are only 10,000 shrooms, there's only 10,000 of these heroes, 10,000 of these frogs and demonics, and 10,000 of these Oni projects. But yeah, so now you have products, right? And these are crypto-based products that are scarce in nature as well, and verifiable on the blockchain. Like you click on here, Citus Heroes, and this is the creator. Now, once they get up to 100 Ethereum traded in volume, they will get like a verified signature here. But yeah, you can go on here and you can even like, let me see if I can find the transaction null address ID. Yeah, you can see it on the blockchain here. So yeah, mint from this contract to this contract, and here are the different tokens he got. So yeah, I believe this is the token ID for the smart contract. But yeah, so that's what an NFT is. It's basically, and it can be images, it can be music, it can be videos, and these exist in the blockchain. Like some of them don't exist in the blockchain, but the metadata exists in the blockchain. But a lot of these now, they exist on the Ethereum blockchain and on stuff like IPFS, which is like a decentralized file storage kind of thing. Now, Arweave is another decentralized kind of file storage for a lot of NFTs these days. But yes, so that's what an NFT is. Now, your next question is probably why does it have value, right? So the simplest answer to that is, some people just like the art, but the bigger answer is the community. Like all of these art collections are based around communities. That's why we go to these Discords. I'm in like a dozen different Discords. Maybe 24 Discords now. And there's like right here, well, this one only has like 1,500 people here. This Piggy Smalls, 10,000 people in here. Wow. I did mint 2 pigs, so that's a pretty good sign. Shrooms, 6,200. But this is a smaller one, 648. Let's go to Roy Project. 49,000 people here. That's why I'm really concentrated in buying Roys and rare ones if I can. But anyways, it's this part of this connection with everyone that owns one, right? And to do this kind of research, you have to be on Twitter Spaces 24/7, Clubhouse, Discord, listening to the people who are talking about this stuff, how passionate they are. Here, let me find that penguin thing. Let's see here. Oh my goodness, Ash from our Discord put this up. Oh, he's buying these. There was this video, and you can see this kid talking about. Oh yeah.
And I and my penguin is me, and I am my penguin, and oh my god, I was going through some crazy things, and thank God, like I said, I had some supportive people with me along the way. I've had some amazing people supporting me and constantly lifting me up. Now, the day of the mint, I minted so many other projects, and I invested not money, I invested me into these projects. And for some reason, when it came to the penguins, I didn't know much about Cole. I didn't know much about Mr. Tubby. I didn't know how amazing, how influential these two people were. I didn't know at that time. And I didn't know what they were producing. And I said, you know what, I'll call out on this one, regardless of what everybody was telling me. I said, you know what, I'm going to call out on this one. I'm going to save some money. I have a girlfriend. Let me take her out to a nice dinner. And I find myself in a group chat with 18 whales. And all of them are telling me these penguins, Cole, Mr. Tubby, are people that we've never come across before. Devs, the Discord, the way that they're managing all of this. This is something that's crazy. This is something that we have not seen before. And I want to be a part of this. I bought my penguin a few days later. This has been the best damn thing I've ever done in my entire life. Every time.
Are you being serious?
Day, I have things I can't explain to people.
No, seriously.
I look at my penguin and I smile. I realize the happiness that my penguin gives me. My penguin gives me life. My penguin is the reason I'm here. My penguin is me. My brother understands I'm 22 years old and I'm going out and I'm supposed to be partying and I'm supposed to.
But that is the culture that's happening right now, man. So another thing, it's prestige.
That's like televangelism.
What was that?
That sounds like televangelism.
Yeah, I thought it was somebody talking. I'm sorry, I didn't know it was a recording. Leon.
Yeah, it's recording. It's recording. Oh, you thought someone on our Zoom was
yeah, I walked away and I was like, are you serious?
Yeah, it's a recording. Ash took this using Clubhouse. But really, yeah, so there's this community belonging thing to it. There's this game factor to it. Like you're collecting the rare, like gamers all get this, right? Like we all like get this. Like we were looking for the rare items in the game, and and you can actually trade these with each other. And man, I'm trying to think of a guy who has a CryptoPunk.
The closest thing I can relate this to is baseball cards or Pokemon cards.
Yeah, it's just like that, but it's gonna be bigger because it's digital. Everyone sees it. You're not like trying to sell a baseball card in some shady shop somewhere. It just and it's more.
Well, you're talking about an industry. You're competing with 100-year-old industry compared to a community with a few thousand people.
Oh, this could be the biggest, dude. It's just it's generational too. Past generations collected comic books and baseball cards. I collected that stuff. I'm old, so I collected that stuff, but all that stuff was trash, useless. Like I couldn't even give it away.
Well, that's only because of demand. Nothing. It's all supply and demand. The only thing that's giving any of these NFTs value is the demand by a small community of people willing to pay for it.
Yeah. But this is the future of collectibles. It's all NFTs like that.
That's yet to be seen. I think. I mean, it's kind of like crypto kitties. You know, it's like they came and went, and we'll see. We'll see in a year or two how it all plays out.
In the future, it's going to be all NFTs. It's going to be every celebrity is going to have their own NFT shows.
Right. Yeah, I do agree with that. I agree with the technology, but just as far as the current available NFTs and the craze, I think a lot of this is a fad, and it's gonna.
Oh, dude, no, it's not a fad. Like you're probably thinking about price action, but this is not a fad. This is not going away.
No, I'm talking about interest.
Oh, even interest. Like so maybe in a bear market it might die down a little bit, but collecting rare digital items. I mean, that's a thing. That's just a thing now.
Well, I mean, right, but it's gonna be a very small aspect of the crypto sphere that some people pay some interest in, but it's not like these the crypto punks are going to be like the top story of crypto for the next 4 decades. That's not. It's going to be a side. It's going to be a side.
It's part of the crypto story. So here I'll pull up this guy.
I guess we'll find out.
Yeah. So this is not a true CryptoPunk unless he just changed the background. This is a CryptoPunk. So the bottom price, I think the floor price on these are 380,000 now. Hold on, let me quit Discord. I keep getting these alerts, so annoying. But yeah, here CryptoPunks, and I'll get into why CryptoPunks have value in a second. CryptoPunks.
Can you talk about the technology behind NFTs? I think that's for a lot of people, that's where the value is going to be, is in how can we capitalize on the technology, maybe not necessarily the current NFTs that are coming out, but the ones that actually can have some value.
You talk about how to trade the NFT craze right now. So there's several ways you can do it, right? I would say the most conservative way is just owning the underlying coin that powers that blockchain, right? And it's simple. That's Ethereum, that's Solana. So most of this year I was like over 80% Solana, but now I am I converted. I sold a third of my Ethereum into Solana, and because I just see like Solana is going to start capturing a lot of market cap away from Ethereum, or in addition to Ethereum, because I think that we're still halfway through this bull market. So
is Solana and Ethereum the only two platforms or the only two coins that allow you to buy NFTs?
No, but they're the biggest by far. The other one is Wax and like like I think Tezos is doing it now, but no one's talking about NFTs on those platforms. That may change. That may change if some like amazing project comes out on Tezos or Cardano or something like that. But right now, the biggest names are Ethereum and Solana by far. It's not even close. Yeah. So
So this is something that I think other people might get value from as well. Like, can you answer this question? What makes like Cardano or Solana or Ethereum more valuable than something like AMP or XLM? Right? Like, why are these the ones
yeah.
that are it?
Yeah, well, okay, well, I mean, Excel, I don't know what AMP is, but like XML, it's like, I mean, that's a shit coin from like the old days. I mean, it's a coin from 2013, and it's basically like XRP's like prettier cousin. No one cares about XM Stellar Lumens. No one's using it. So it's this Lindy effect. Where are people on? Are they investing in this? Do they have it? Like, are they using it? Are they transacting? Are they storing their value in it? And now you have this NFT thing, which are you buying products on it, with it, creating through it? So all that is happening on Ethereum and Solana right now. It's and even so Cardano, they don't even have smart contracts yet. That's coming out this month. Is supposedly this month. So once it comes out, but then you still have time. Teams have to be organized and funded, and they have to create these projects. So eventually, yeah, there's going to be NFTs on Cardano, but right now, the stars of the show is Ethereum and Solana. I just heard something worrying about Cardano today. Like apparently they couldn't do some kind of like concurrent transactions, which is, I mean, that's something you need in order to do DeFi. I'm like, what? You guys had like 6 years of peer reviewed, and you guys weren't planning to do that? That's a little concerning, but yeah. So, but then Polkadot's another one. Polkadot's another smart contract platform. Most likely NFTs are going to be on Dot as well. Their parachains are launching in October. So I sold all my Polkadot and all my Cardano into Solana like a week or two ago. And I do plan to get back into both later. I'll probably get into Polkadot a little bit more heavier, but right now there's no. I want to be, anything I buy right now is going to be Solana. But yeah, so again, the more people that are in a network, the more value that network generates, and it gets exponential. So that's what the Lindy effect speaks to. So an interesting thing with the Lindy effect too, Raoul Paul of Real Vision, or he used to work at Goldman Sachs, and he's a macro guy, but he's doing research on Bitcoin's Lindy effect, right? Number of users, price, time, all that, and then he looked at Ethereum, and all the same metrics were happening on Ethereum that happened to Bitcoin in 2017. Only it's happening faster, and Ethereum's actually flipped Bitcoin in a lot of different stats. There's only two that hasn't flipped Bitcoin on yet, but yeah, the potential it'll flip both. Well, it'll definitely flip one. So those two stats are number of addresses, but Bitcoin's had like a 5-year head start, right? And I think, I mean, with the stuff that's going on at Ethereum right now, like that's going to be flipped like easy. And then finally, of course, market cap. So Bitcoin's market cap is $944 billion. Ethereum's at 456. I used to think that there's this thing called the flippening, and that's when Ethereum overtakes Bitcoin by market cap. That's what the flippening means. I used to think that was an impossibility. Now I think that's a possibility, and more recently, I think it's probable for at least a short-term flip, right? It flips it a little bit and then goes back down. A sustained flip, and Ethereum being number one, like I don't know, unsure about that. But anyways, so Ethereum is beating Bitcoin in like number of addresses getting created, the speed of that, value transferred, value locked, and stuff like that. But yeah, sorry, that was a really long-winded way to answer your question. But does that answer your question?
Yeah, I get you. I get you. I'm just trying to determine, like, outside of like NFTs. NFTs, these coins have to be useful in other ways. And so far, it seems like the primary thing is like they're being used for is just to get NFTs. Like Solana's going up primarily because of NFT. Well, primarily because of the amount of NFTs that are being produced on that network. So
Yeah,
what happens
yeah.
when the NFT craze kind of dies down?
Yeah. So NFTs is definitely driving a lot of the price action right now. But before that was DeFi, right? So we had a DeFi summer last year. It was just an explosion, right? And that's basically traditional finance going on chain. I mean, this is the future of all our financial system. It's going to be crypto. It's going to be tokenized. Micro loans and streaming money and like social tokens and fractionalizing value of everything in the physical world on the blockchain, virtual real estate. Like, this is all where it's going. So that's what DeFi kind of first represented. Now we got NFTs, which is the crypto products, right? And this is just hyping people up because we're a consumer-based economy, and people just love buying and trading things, and then a lot of these things can be used in games in the future. Oh, and that's another thing. And NFT gaming is coming. It's going to probably start coming into effect in 2022, and it's going to be massive. So crypto art is here. Like, what is some NFT chart adoption rate? These charts are insane. Let me see if I can find some. God dang it! So this is enormous. It's billions and tens of billions of dollars now in NFTs, and that's all driven by art and artists, and it's cool because these artists get a way to make a living with their NFTs, not just selling it, but every time it's a smart contract. So every time it gets sold, they get a cut of that every single time. Traditionally, an artist would sell you their art and that's it. Then you sell it to a rich guy for millions and millions of dollars, and they don't get a cut of that. Now they do. So here's some numbers. NFT collectibles token by market cap. And this has exploded since March. Here's some other numbers. NFT hits all-time high. User count.
Hey, Leon.
Yeah.
I had a question about that. So in the smart contract, I can see how you can program in a percentage going to a specific wallet of the transaction. You can like whatever percentage. So is there a value that of the NFT that is stitched into the contract of the NFT?
Yeah, it's usually a percentage, so people can set it at like 10%.
No. I'm talking about the value. So let's say I sell you an NFT for $10, right? Does that say that NFT is worth $10, or is that an open-ended?
No, it's a percentage of whatever the sale price was.
No. I'm not talking about the percentages. I'm literally talking about if I sell you an NFT for $10, is the value of $10 of that NFT tied in to that smart contract at all? So, and if so, does it tie up that token within that NFT?
Tie up the token. No. So no. One is we're not using dollars, but two, that data with the value of the sale is in the transaction data. Is in the blockchain,
but not in the smart contract itself.
No. Because these things have like it could be whatever price the seller.
So it's outside of the value. So the value is not stated within the smart contract of the NFT.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So it doesn't tie up funds from the network in the NFT contract.
No.
So it could lose value overnight, like easily, and not affect the network pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, basically, it goes to zero when you can't sell it to anyone. So yeah.
Right. But it doesn't negate that value from the network. That's all I wanted to know. That's cool.
It's nothing.
Right.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Leon, do you know of any coins or any cryptos that have like a really strong use case to where they'll be able to retain value over time? Like, is there
Yeah.
a coin out there that facilitates like real estate transactions or that holds people's medical data so that anybody can pull it up? Are there any coins like that right now? Because I think NFTs are cool for artists and people who make art or people who are creative, but the greater majority of people don't fall into that category and will not be making NFTs for those reasons. But are there other coins out there that have solid use cases that you know about that would actually be more valuable as this?
So
thing
all that
takes off?
stuff, yeah, great question. So all that stuff you just talked about, that's coming. And yeah, I know two coins, Ethereum and Solana. It's going to be built on those chains. So Ethereum, a lot more of those more complicated and heavy transactions will have to be done once Ethereum 2.0 is here, when it can actually scale. But yeah, I mean, people are actually doing real estate on the blockchain now on Ethereum. They're small projects, but eventually it's going to get bigger. But Solana can support NFT gaming. So yeah, it can definitely support real estate or any kind of marketplace. But yeah, I would say those two coins.
So in other words, this is just the beginning of trying to figure out if this is viable with these NFTs and these gamings, but over time, certain coins will be able to support larger contracts and larger missions, I should say.
Yeah. And yeah, and so far it's looking like the two that are doing it right, killing it right now with NFTs are going to be the ones that support all those other use cases you just mentioned. It's just, dApps built on top of the chain and they connect to the chain. Yep. Fez or Alan, I wonder if I muted Alan. Here you go. Alan, you still there? Or are you still in the gym pushing some weight? Well, there was something else I was going to bring up. Oh, this pump, by the way, $1.2 million. I think the floor on punks is going to be like $2 million in the future. I don't know when, but eventually. Oh yeah, that's right. I was going to talk about why CryptoPunks has value. So CryptoPunks are the first, really the first true NFT standard on Ethereum. I mean, that was CryptoKitties before this, but like these guys are non-fungible tokens. So there's historic value in this, but more than that, it kind of these characters right here, these pixelated CryptoPunks, it kind of speaks to the culture of crypto too, because the cypherpunks, and this is where cryptocurrency and cryptography kind of came together with the cypherpunks. Those are the first innovators, but also, I guess cyberpunk, so it kind of puts it just pulls a lot of culture, and it's kind of this culture that's kind of embedded and printed and kind of sealed in time with these characters. These are kind of like historical artifacts that will exist forever as long as Ethereum is around. So yeah, that's why they're getting bought up now. And I had a call today with Chris Camillo and the moderators on Dumb Money, and we were introducing a couple of new mods to him, and we got into talking NFTs a little bit, and it was just so cool to see him excited and talking about this because yeah, he was explaining it clearly. He's like, he thinks the floor will be $2.4 million on CryptoPunks because it's just all a matter of time. It's like, you have some whale in Russia or Shanghai or Singapore or Dubai, and they're like, what so and so has this CryptoPunk? Wait, what's the floor in it? $500,000? Buy one right now. Give me as many as you can. Like it's a status symbol, and it's historical. I want a CryptoPunk right now. Like if I could afford one, like I would buy one for that reason. But and the thing that hurts about this is like 2017 they came out, and they were released as an experiment, as a non-fungible token experiment on Ethereum, and they were giving away for free. So they just gave it away to all these different wallets, and then you traded it with each other, bought it from each other for like a few cents or whatnot. But I mean, 2017, I did not even know this was around. Well, maybe I did. I can't remember, but like I was just so focused on flipping ICOs or initial coin offerings back then, because I was flipping ICOs back then. I'm flipping NFTs now. So it's a very similar kind of thing. I haven't been this energized in crypto since, I would say since 2017. And so this is definitely bull market time.
What other NFT projects do you think have some value? Because like I know Jay-Z, like Jay-Z's Twitter avatar is actually a crypto punk that looks just like him with the hair and everything. Are there any other NFT projects that have some sort of value other than just what people give to it? Right? Because these have value because of history. Are there any other ones that have like history or some sort of something that would make it worthwhile?
Yeah, exactly. And can you message me in the chat what Jay-Z's Twitter is? But there's Bored Ape Club. So Bored, and this is definitely the token, the NFT project for 2021. So oh my god, this came out in March, guys. This was a spring. These came out in spring, and the floor on these basically are the same price as CryptoPunks. When some go for millions, some go for 3 figures. But and it may have crossed my path, but I was so focused on options earlier in the year still. But yeah, these apes. So this is basically they got these, and now you have institutions and funds buying them up, and it's just like a big whale club now. So these guys have their Twitter Spaces, and you go in there, and everyone has this Twitter profile to kind of say, "Hey, I'm in this club." So this is the hot one of this year. Now, Chris Camillo has one. There's somebody in on my Discord who he was lucky to get in on the mint, and he minted 6. I was like, dude, why don't you tell me? But so there's that. There's some big projects now. There's so many. One I love just because of the art. This one right here is called Oni Project. Logan Paul had his Twitter profile be this for a little bit, but it is clean. It's super clean, and they're doing really cool stuff. Like their cards are going to be they'll have like upgrades to the cards and stuff like this, and maybe a game, maybe not. But and there's so much utility too. Like you can have a card, and holding a card gives you access to special drop or something like that. But when I saw these, I was so sad I missed the mint, because I would definitely minted so many of these. In fact, I bought one. So I bought this one because I wanted it. So as soon as I was able to unlock some Ethereum, I bought this one for 2.5 ETH or $9,700. So this was my most expensive NFT, and I'm holding this one. Like I like this one, and I feel like I'm gonna keep this in my collection way into the next cycle or even past that, as a reminder of this era. And this 2021 is the era of NFTs, where it kind of started. So this art speaks to me. So it's not only the cultural aspect with the Oni Force, and you can get some Oni Forces here. Let's go to Oni Force. The floor is 1.8 ETH. So yeah, it's not cheap. That's 3897 times 1. Did I say 1.8? Oh, wait, sorry. What did I say? No, 1.8. Oops. 3897 times 1.8. Yeah, that's $7,000 for the cheapest one right now. And if you go to buy now, I feel like these will be culturally relevant, because it kind of has that crypto punk or cyberpunk kind of like feel to them. And these are just the commons. These are the common ones that are 7,000. Let's go to the high end ones. Now this guy doesn't want to sell. That's a million Ethereum. That's a billion Ethereum. But there was some I saw sold for like 777 Ethereum. So these have already sold for like $2 million. Oh my goodness, that one's sick. But these high, you can tell the difference between like high and rare, and just the quality, the cleanness of these lines and the simplicity. This is what I love so much. I would have loved to mint this one. I would not sell it. I would hold on to this thing. Yeah, but about 777, that's 3,800 times 777. That's 2.9 million. Okay, maybe I will sell it. That's 2.9 million right there. but this, I think this thing has potential to stick around for sure. There's this project, and then there is a Rory project that's on Solana. So I like this, and I think this is going to be one of the biggest projects on the Solana blockchain. Oh, let me go to here. It's better if I just go to the marketplace. So here are the commons, and that's 21 Solana, and Solana is $141. So the cheapest one is $2,900 on these commons. And a lot of them have been picked up in here. We go on latest sales in 25, 22, 26. So yeah, they're roughly buying 49. Oh, that guy looks cool. Let's look 300. Oh, that's nice. He's got the sword. So I bought this guy. This guy was my most expensive NFT I've bought. I can't click on him. Come on. So this guy was 102 Solana, which was about $11,000. So this guy was now. Yeah, now he's. I mean, that would have been 14,000 now. The floor and the blob skins have dropped a little bit though. So if I tried to sell them right now, I would not get my money back. But I'm holding this guy for a while. So I'm going to the Rory project, and they just listed like the past week or so, and you can filter here by attributes. So if you like these, you can get the floor ones, or you can go to like blob hair and look for like rare attributes. Blob skin, I believe like 9% have this feature where they kind of have like this blue look to them. So the cheapest right now is 54. So that's $7,600. This guy's kind of cool with that crown. Oh yeah, she's kind of cool. So that's 60 times 88,600. That's pretty crazy. Cool jacket. He's got the Fathom logo on it. But what's cool about these guys is not only is the art amazing, it's going to be one of the first games that's going to be built on the Solana blockchain, and these cards will give you access to have this kind of skin of your character. And also, you're part of the community too. They've got like 49. Actually, here, let's go check their Discord again. The size of their Discord. But this is going to be a big game. Go ahead, William. You're going to ask questions. If not, here, let's go check their numbers. Yeah, 49,000. I remember when this was 29,000 and then 30,000 and then 42. Now it's 49,000. And then, by the way, I go to all these different channels: French, Spanish, Korean, Vietnamese, like on and on. And these channels are active, super active. The Philippines. These guys are so ready. This is going to be a huge game because it's a play to earn game too. And that's the key thing. Basically, I think 90% of all NFT games will have some kind of play to earn feature, meaning you compete you play in the game, you compete player versus environment or PvE or PvP, and you earn tokens or you earn NFTs in the game, and you can sell that for real money. So, for example, Axie Infinity, you guys might have heard of that. That's a big NFT game right now. So it's built off of Ronin, but Ronin's a side chain to Ethereum, so it's still kind of considered within the Ethereum ecosystem. But yeah, it's this game where you collect these little Axies and you battle. So you need a minimum of 3 Axies. And then you battle other players and you beat them and you earn stuff in the game. And then you can like you can convert that token into a different token and sell it for money. So I was just listening to a podcast, and I need to finish listening to it as soon as I'm done with this call. But like they're doing a lockdown in COVID. Some people got in the Philippines got into this game, and they were making more money in this game than their regular day jobs because the price of dollars, it goes way further out there. So it's literally there are people doing this full time in the Philippines right now. But what's interesting about this game is you have to buy your characters. So I'm sure the price of Axies were cheap in the past, but now each one of these guys are $200 a piece in Ethereum. And that's not even counting the fee to buy them, right? So let's go to the marketplace right now. Oh yeah, I've got to do this and say oh my God. Okay, so 1 second. I did click on the marketplace. Okay. Yeah, let's go for the cheapest ones. So right here, oh, it's dropped a bit. It's dropped a bit. So 188. So here, I'm gonna click on this guy. Wait, if I log in. There's a Ronin wallet. Your MetaMask has been linked to a Ronin address. Oh. So I see I have to get a Ronin wallet to do this instead. So, but anyways, I was just gonna see what the gas was gonna be to buy one of those guys. But they have different abilities and whatnot, like different spells. And there's like videos you can check out to see like how they play against each other. Well, I just select for a while. Any questions? Oh yeah, that's right. You asked me what projects I think have potential. So I think this definitely, just by the quality of the art, it just fits with the cultural energy right now, right? With this cyberpunk kind of like feel to it. And it feels crypto native, right? Like CryptoPunks felt crypto native. This feels crypto native, right? Like all the pigs and cows and monkeys, it doesn't really seem crypto native to me. But this project for definitely Aurora to some extent, maybe to a lesser extent, but maybe being one of the first big crypto games, there's value in that. On Solana too, there's these apes. Oh my goodness, yeah, these apes have kept their value ever since drop day. Like this is like the #1 drop on Solana. Wow, the floor is up, guys. It got down to 70 now and 80 yesterday. Now it's back to 93. So the cheapest one is $13,000. And I minted 2 of these guys for 6 SOL. 6 SOL times $44 because that's the one I bought Solana. So $264 to mint 1 of these guys. And the cheapest one is 13,000 right now. I sold 2 of them. So I sold all of them. So I sold my first one for 14 Solana. So I mean, he does a great return, right? 6 to 15. And I sold my second one for 19.99. And then literally like in a week, it was 60. And I was like, oh, dang it. But profit is profit. But I do want I gotta own an ape eventually again. Right now I'm kind of like, I've bought a bunch and I kind of want like, I'm waiting for, like I would like to exit out of some of these heroes. I would like to exit out of my shrooms. I definitely want to exit out of these frogs and pigs. Aurora, once the beta is out, I plan to sell some. Legion punks. So these, the team is having problems with the metadata. So I can't see them. I mean, they're in my wallet, but I don't have the correct metadata. That's why I can't view them. And we can't sell them until the team fixes that. And it's taking them forever to get fixed, which kind of sucks. But as soon as I get them, I have like 17 of these guys. I minted them all for 3 Solana each. If they get their metadata fixed, I mean, this could be a 3x just on the floor. These could be 9 or 10 on the marketplace. So I'm looking to sell these out, and then I'll buy me an ape. There's also a project I love. It's the Sol Llamas project. This is my second NFT drop I ever did, and a really great team behind them. They're doing a lot of utility and whatnot. Now, if they have staying power long term, don't know. We'll find out. But yeah, we'll see. I'm definitely going to hold my zombie for a long time. Where's zombies? So zombies, aliens, and robots are like the rarest. Alien. But yeah, any other questions?
Wait, how do you think NFTs are eventually gonna relate to AR and VR in the future? Because I really think that's something that's gonna be as VR and AR become more prevalent in society and in terms of workplace and people just having them at their house. How do you see NFTs playing a role in that, or if they do play a role in
Yeah.
that?
Oh, they're 100% going to play a role in that. So just imagine you're in this VR world with your NFT character, your unique character with his unique NFT skin, and you're walking around someone's virtual real estate, which is represented as an NFT or some kind of token. So yeah, I mean, 100% will be in VR and AR and all that.
Are there any current projects that are working on stuff like that to integrate the two?
Not that I know of, but that's it's definitely 100% going there. I feel like we're in like someone said this. I feel like we're in like the 2000 of the early internet now, and Facebook didn't come out until 2024. And then, like the first version of Facebook was super basic, right? So I don't even think those companies that are going to create those are not even created themselves yet. But yeah, that's coming for sure. But again, the easiest play is, okay, who are the strongest blockchains that's most likely going to happen on? It's going to be Ethereum, and I think Solana. Now it's to be seen if Cardano and Polkadot can do some of that, but I think it's going to be a battle between Solana and Ethereum.
I think isn't Card like I always believe that Cardano, not believe I was under the impression that Cardano was like a strong second to Ethereum.
It's strong in that it's got a lot of people speculating in it, but it doesn't have anything, right? The chain it does have proof of stake. Its transactions are faster than Ethereum, but that's it, right? It doesn't even have smart contracts yet. That's coming. Once you have smart contracts, you can start to build DeFi. You can start to build NFTs. But after hearing that news about you can't do concurrent transactions, transactions at the same time that go back and forth, how are you gonna do DeFi? So that's interesting. But we'll see. We'll see how that plays out. But yeah, I mean, otherwise it's just hype. So we'll see. I'm rooting for him. So yeah.
So if someone wants to get into like if I'm gonna speak for myself, I don't really want to buy NFTs, right? I kind of want to find a coin that I think I can hold for the next 5-10 years, and I think maybe then it'll be worth even more. But what are the things that you look for when you're kind of buying these coins? Is it like proof of stake? Is it like how good their contracts are? Or what are you looking for? Like if you have like a list of like top 5, 10, 15 things.
Yeah. It's where are the people? So Ethereum has the most developers, investors. They're getting media attention. Celebrities are talking about it now. What coins are people talking about on Twitter and Clubhouse and stuff like that, right? Not the shillers, right? Not the XRP army or like none of those guys. I'm not counting them, but real people, right? And so where is the tech activity happening? So it's happening on Ethereum. It's happening on Solana. I haven't seen anything going on with Tezos much yet. That could change, but Tezos isn't that fast. I mean, it's faster than Ethereum, but Solana. So Ethereum does 15 transactions per second. Solana is doing thousands of transactions per second. Theoretically, you can get up to 750,000 transactions per second. There is no other blockchain, even the centralized blockchains. It's faster than all of them. Now, you could make the argument that Solana is less decentralized than Ethereum because it has less nodes. But yeah, it is by far the fastest. So if I was, all of a sudden DeFi and NFTs start getting built on Tezos or Atom or Cosmos, that's interesting. That's interesting. But I mean, you guys aren't going to be able to host the same quality of crypto gaming that Solana is going to do. or Ethereum 2.0 is going to do. Now with Cardano, they have this thing called Hydra, which is it's not out yet. I believe it's being worked on, but it's like their second layer solution. It's like their Bitcoin's Lightning Network. So, and that should be able to support 1 million transactions per second, but it's a second layer solution and it's a long way away. But yeah, those are my thoughts there. Any other questions from anyone else? These are soul punks. Let me see here. By the way, I am on OpenSea right now, and I can do these filters. I click buy now. The range is between 4 and 5. And I can see, okay, interesting. So that hat with a card, maybe that's rare. So I've got one that looks like this one, but I've got the white hair, which is rare. Like 1% of them have white hair. This is cool. This robot guy's kind of cool. Yeah, that's 4. That's 5 Ethereum right there. But yeah, if you wanted to speculate in smaller coins, or coins that could come up and challenge Solana and Ethereum, then the next two are Cardano and Polkadot. And then you could look at Tezos and Cosmos. Oh, there's something in the chat. Oh, yeah, thanks, William. See you later. It's free to convert. Yeah, I converted a third of my Ethereum into that. What else? Let's go here. Let's go to projections. Okay, so let's update my Solana market cap projections. So currently there are 291 million coins. What brings us ADA? Let's go to ADA. So if it was to replace USDT right now, that would be a price of $229. BNB, if you took 4th place right now, it'd be $288. And if it replaced ADA at this moment, it will be $314. The total market cap of crypto is 2.28 trillion. I think we end this cycle somewhere between 4 and 10 trillion. And in fact, I'm going to add some more stuff here. I'm gonna go a little bit more conservative. I'm gonna see what 4 trillion looks like. Just a double from here. So let me move this guy down. Let's do 4 trillion. Right. Divided by I-36. Oh, so H23. Oh. I just bought a new mouse, so I'm going to replace it soon. Okay. So here are my projections. So if it's 4 trillion, low end, and right now the market, well, let's go to the fifth coin, right? That's Tether. That's 2.93%. Dominance is falling. What? Sorry, Alan, I had to mute you. This is market dominance, by the way. These percentages are market dominance. Just copy it here. All right. So on the low end, where I think Solana could go, it's definitely a top 5. Like I said, top 5, top 3 coin. That would put the price of Solana at $402. And 1 second here, let me do this real quick. So the price of Solana is 441 right now. So the percentage gain I gotta do the I'll do that math later. I already forgot the formula, but 414, right? So be 185% gain. It was top 3, it'll be $552. Now at the high end, if we go to 10 trillion this cycle, that means the entire market cap of crypto is bigger than gold, which, I mean, Bitcoin is going to be bigger than gold eventually, right? So it'll be bigger than gold. At 5th place, that's $1,000 a coin. At 3rd place, that's 1,300 per coin. You know, just based on the current market dominance of the current coins that sit in those locations. Now, obviously, this percentage can change, but if you're in the top 3, top 5, your percentage will be somewhere around here. So low end, now I'm updating my estimates for Solana to be somewhere between this and this. But yeah, for this market cycle, which it could end this year, it could end next year, it could go into 2023, but I think that's unlikely. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Each cycle is different. But cool, guys. I'm going to try to get Mitt on next week and see if we can do some traditional stock option stuff, because I know some of you guys are still in options trades. I hope you guys have been doing the wheel for income, like I mentioned. Hope some of you guys are still doing that. But cool, guys. With that, I'm going to stop the recording. I will upload this later.